I'm back finally with the first tag challenge for 2018. Cardstock cards, which is about 6 inches by 4 inches, I think. And then I put some gesso on it, so a few coats, so that it would be a bright white and none of the orange of the card would show through. Now here, sorry, um, I took some Tombo Mono Multi liquid glue, which when you apply it to a surface and leave it to dry, it becomes repositionable. So you can use it as masks, um, it, or you can use it as a glue. Like if you want to adhere something, then you apply the glue to the surface and then just adhere it just like a normal glue. But once if you apply the glue onto a surface and let it dry, it becomes tacky and it's not a permanent glue then. So it's a brilliant glue to use when you don't have your tape runners around. So anyway, today's challenge is about white space. I love the look of white space, and that's a bit hard to do on a tag because of the size of it. But I did it, and all I'm doing is just adding colour, a few different shades of colour onto the tag in the center area, but masking off certain areas with those punched circles. I think that was maybe 1¼ inch, 1½ inch. Yeah, I think that's all I use, those two. So still just applying the colour, having to clean the brush off after every application so I don't muddy the paints. Well, it's still muddying a bit because I haven't let it dry in between coats. But anyway. I'm now just taking that burgundy paint to sort of break up those colours. So if you want to check out our tag challenges over on our Facebook group, I'll put the link in the description below this video. And I'm just taping up that white space above and below the painted area so I can do some stamping in it. Yeah, so there are currently 6 tag challenges, and this is the 7th. Now, basically, the idea of the tag challenges is to create a background on your tag and then incorporate that into a journal page and then add your final elements. And after this tag video, I will upload the page based on that tag background challenge. So that's what I did. That's what I'm doing, trying to do. So here I stamped but didn't realise that there was still ink on other parts of that wood-mounted stamp. So I have to go over that later on and get rid of the ink. So I just went over it a few times with some gesso. Now behind me where I'm sitting I see some POSCA paint pens of Mandy's, and she's got a variety of colours, more than me. And so I've just chosen some that match the colours of the paint that I used in the background and just going around those circles just roughly, just to give it some sort of interest. So I don't know when the next tag will be, because I've got the girls coming over from America, Zandra, CB, aka Carol, and Janet, aka Merle, from Monkey Island. So they'll be here in 6 days. Well, they'll be in Australia in 5 days, but then we're going to pick them up from Sydney and bring them up here. So that's going to be fun. And I'm just disappointed that my craft room's not going to be ready. Anyway, it is what it is. So I thought, even though I do like the white space, I needed something else. So I just punched some 3/4 inch circles from some scrap paper and painting them individually with some of the colours that I've used in the background. Well, most of the colours actually, but anyway. And that green and the pink were pains in the butt, because they were sort of iridescent colours, so they weren't very opaque at all. So I had to do a few coats. And there's the grandfather clock again. Sorry about that. I think I went a bit overboard with the swirl stamp. Now, all the products used on this tag will be listed on my blog, and the link will be in the description below this video. So I'm adhering them on with that Tombo Mono Multi Liquid Glue, so it'll be permanent because I adhered it directly to the page without waiting. Now I cut the ends of those circles off with some scissors, which took me a half an hour to find in Mandy's place. Justin found some for me in the end. Anyway, that's it. So stay tuned for the journal page based on this tag, the white space tag challenge. Okay, so I'll be back. Thanks, guys.